Welcome to the opening week of the Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Andrew Pogar, just me, myself, and I tonight. My friend and colleague Rob Hughes tying the knot tomorrow. Congrats to him and his soon-to-be wife Jody. Anyway, back to football. The West Lafayette Red Devils coming off a very successful 2015 campaign, which featured an appearance in the Class 3A title game. That team defeated RDP, or Chittard rather, defeated RDP in the final. And they also ended Tri-West season in sectionals. The Bruins and Red Devils going head-to-head this evening. We head to Gordon Straley Field. The Red Devils getting off to a very fast start. First RDP possession of the game on fourth down. Mikey Kidwell hooking up with Luke Talukian for the score. Westside gets on the board first, 7-0. After Sam Fulton TD gave the Red Devils a 14-7 advantage. The Bruins answering on the first play of their ensuing drive. Jake Hill finding Peyton Hendershot, and he gone. 64 yards to Pater. Tri-West would fail on the two-point conversion. 14-13 West Lafayette. Shane Fry wants an explanation. Late in the first quarter, Kidwell hooking up with Talukian again, and number 10 going the distance. A 76-yard pitch and catch puts RDP up 21-13. After a big fumble recovery from who else? That guy, Talukian. Westside cashes in just before the end of the half. On another fourth down, Kidwell connecting to Sage Hood for 6. The Red Devils would lead 28-20 at the break. Now, first drive out of the half, Kidwell to Caleb Green. Sorry, not sorry. Kidwell throws a Westside record, 7 touchdowns. West Lafayette routs Tri-West 55-27, the final. Down in Indy, defending Class A state champion Central Catholic visiting Marshall. The Knights had little trouble in this one. CC running back Jacob Page punches it in from 2 yards out. 49-0 at that point. After a 3-and-out, the Patriots are forced to punt, and it's blocked by Cooper Bohm. And a few plays later, CC adds on to their already massive lead. A little razzle-dazzle on the handoff allows Scott Lovell to walk in for 6. CC rolls 70-0 is the final. The Broncos home opener saw them hosting the Tribe from Twin Lakes. The Broncos not getting off to a good start, unlike CC. Senior Chandler Ferguson out wide. He completes the pass, but the big brother Bennington forces a fumble. Twin Lakes gets the ball on the Jeff 40-yard line. Twin Lakes going the other way now. The other Bennington boy gets a gap and picks up a first down and keeps chugging. It takes 4 Broncos to take him down. Next quarter, Broncos with the ball. Bryce Bennington putting on the pressure. He ends up ringing his own bell. The Broncos get 5 off the play. Now, check out the wheels on this very next play. Latrell Brown gets the ball behind the line, and that's all she wrote. He breaks free and finds his way all the way down into the end zone. The Indians fought till the end, but they end up falling to the Broncos 33-28, the final. Across the river, the Raiders are down 7 at the half, but the student section doesn't really care. The Westfield Shamrocks are proving the luck of the Irish. Justin Frey spots an opening downfield and pounces on it. He's picked off by Jackson Vanderwalen. Nate Frolich gets the handoff here coming up, and Frolich is off the center and just trots in for the easy touchdown. They would get the extra point. Harrison now at midfield. 4th down and 4. They don't punt, hoping for a conversion, and no dice. Lady Luck is not on their side tonight. A little misdirection now as Westfield fakes right and throws left. The big man, Jonathan Swindon, receives the pass and like a bull in China, breaks everything in his path. The Raiders don't get to see the end of the gold of the rainbow tonight. The Shamrocks win this one 38-17. That does it for the first half of the Frenzy. 5 games down, still 4 more to go. Coming up, we'll make stops at Carroll, Frontier, North Montgomery, and Delphi. The Oracles aiming to win their first season opener since 2002. Those highlights and more when the Friday Night Frenzy continues after the break. Back in a moment. We're back on the Frenzy. Winning their first game of the season has been hard to come by for the Delphi Oracles. It hasn't happened since 2002. The Oracles looking to snap that skid against Bowman Academy out of Gary, Indiana. First quarter action, Delphi quarterback Weston Wendell throwing a short pass to Dylan Hart, and Hart turns it on and into Bowman territory, showing the wheels. Later, Delphi's Adam Ryder gets the handoff, gets hit, and the ball flies out. We get a fumble, and the Eagles recover the ball. Delphi's defense causing havoc all night long, though. Here they sack Bowman's QB George Johnson for a big loss. Delphi's ball. Wendell throws to Hart for the first down, but one play later, Delphi fumbles and loses it again. We're going to talk to Coach Strasser about that. But the Oracle offense finally calms down. Here's a nice QB keeper by Wendell. Then it's Wendell connecting with Ty Watson. This sets up a touchdown pass to Blake Carroll, which will be coming up. Delphi snaps that skid we mentioned earlier. They win it 35-14, the final. Carroll High School hosting Tri-County to start the season. We'll take you to Flora. New helmets for the Cougars this year. First quarter, Carroll's Dylan Spessard blasts up the middle for a big gain. And then it's Spessard again. He wants the rock, but he coughs it up. Cougars get it back, though, and later it's Spessard. Takes it onto the goal line. Spessard getting the rock a lot here. Cougars up 9-0. Tri-County comes right on back. Frank Berenda takes it up the middle and somehow, someway stays on his feet for a huge gain deep into Cougar territory. Cavs are in business. One play later, Sam Getz gets the pitch, and he's down inside the 5. Then it's Berenda taking it in for the score, but Carroll wins its home opener in a shootout, 44-42. Our second to last stop on this frenzy is out in Chalmers. Frontier playing host to Clinton Prairie. Pick this one up in the second quarter. The Falcons soaring down the field. Quarterback Colton McCracken hooks up with Vince Price for the nice 15-yard pickup. On the next play from scrimmage, McCracken with the QB keeper got nowhere to go. He stopped right at the line by Braxton Barnett of Clinton Prairie. The Gophers couldn't keep the Falcons from scoring for long, though. Once again, McCracken to Price for 6 yards. Now Clinton Prairie with the ball. The handoff to Sam Schoonfeld, who burrows his way down to the 9-yard line of the Falcons. And on the next play, the Gophers give the ball once again to the junior, Schoonfeld, and he smashes his way into the end zone. The Gophers take down the Falcons 47-14. Over in Montgomery County, the North Montgomery Chargers hosting the Benton Central Bison. First quarter, Chargers quarterback Cullen Neck, with a quick pass to his tight end Isaac Fruits. Fruits slips one defender, runs through another, and almost breaks free before being brought down. Moments later, Neck on the keeper. He rolls out to his left, receives a couple of blocks, and while running out of bounds, that happens. A flag is thrown on BC's Mason Gray for the late hit. You can't do that. The Chargers capitalize on the penalty, and they score. Ensuing drive, BC's Austin Vernado takes the snap and gives it to Bryson Ford, and he's just swallowed up by the orange jerseys. Vernado now on the run. He passes to Blake Moore and runs across the field, trying to get past the defenders, but he's wrapped up. The Bison could not take advantage of that big play. The Chargers looking to make it a 2-score game. Running back Caleb Randolph blows through the defenders, gives a nasty stiff arm to that guy. Randolph just coasts his way into the end zone. North Montgomery defeats Benton Central 27-13. We lied. That was not the second to last highlight, what I mentioned a few moments ago. Lawrence Central hosting McCutcheon. We haven't forgotten about the Mavs tonight in their season opener. Second quarter, score tied at 0. How about this? Lawrence Central's LaShawn Bright takes it 73 yards inside the red zone. Look at the wheels there. Can they capitalize on the play? Danielle Meredith to once again LaShawn Bright for the touchdown. 7-0 Bears. McCutcheon struggling defensively. They get a stop here to force a fourth down, but in the end, the Bears cruise 35-0. That does it for the opening week of the Friday Night Frenzy. Coming up, Delphi head coach Josh Strasser will join us in the Coach's Corner. The Oracles prevail for their first win to start a season since 2002. We'll break it down next in the Coach's Corner. Back in a moment. Welcome back to the Frenzy. Joining us tonight, fresh off I-65, Delphi head coach Josh Strasser. Josh, thank you so much for joining me. Congrats on the win. Obviously a very big win for this program. What does it mean to snap a skid in terms of winning a season opener that hasn't happened since 2002?
Well, it's incredible for momentum going into week 2. We've got a big game next week, and for our guys, just have some confidence going into week 2. Start out the season, it's tremendous.
You mentioned off air 9 returning starters back on the defensive side of the ball, and that was something you were very impressed with in terms of their overall performance tonight. How so?
Yeah, we were really able to get after Bowman's quarterback. We took him down 6 times tonight, so we were really impressed with our defensive front 7. Really played well. Defensive backfield picked up 2 picks.
How would you assess on the offensive side of the ball Weston Wendell's performance?
I thought Weston controlled the game. He was a great manager for us. Took some great shots when we needed it. We got to secure those turnovers early in the first half, but overall, he managed the game well.
How can you build off this game moving forward?
Well, we've got like I said, we've got a great opponent for next week, so there's a lot of momentum for us to fix the mistakes that we had tonight and just have a little momentum going after week 1. I
know you just got done with this game, but what do you know about Carroll?
We know they're going to be physical. They took it to us last year. They're going to be physical up front. They got some big boys. They got a returning quarterback. He's a scrambler. He's got a good arm. So, we know who they are, but, it's going to be a great matchup.
Well, we wish you the very best next weekend for the rest of the season. Thanks so much for booking it here after your game. It got done around 10:45. Good luck again next week. Thanks so much for joining us. And that does it for the Friday Night Frenzy. Make sure to check out our website, WLFI.com, and click on the Sports tab for all highlights from tonight's games. Take care. We'll see you next week.